Okay, this is all so sudden and so surreal, so let's cut to the chase. I'm MegamanNG, and this is a major Ace Attorney update. Update would be too appropriate of a word for it. You could say that this is an Ace Attorney leak update. Before I begin, do not forget to do these 5 simple things. I always say it at the end of the videos like many others do, and I'll repeat it until at least my 40.5k subscribers get it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. I cannot stress this enough, especially when I have to deal with an algorithm that can be a major pain. So let's begin, shall we? I was going to say to take all this with a grain of salt, but due to all the overwhelming evidence from these leaks, it's safe to say that all of them are true. Every single one. I could be wrong. We all could. But remember, take all of this with a grain of salt. So let's begin. This all happened over the span of, well, today, surprisingly. Oh, man. Basically, Capcom, especially Capcom of Japan, suffered a massive data breach. And I'm not just talking about any breach. This was a big breach. About big, really big. Like I said, I could be wrong, but aside from a few things, such as Monster Hunter Rise getting a possible PC port, the biggest one being is in relation to Ace Attorney. And yes, Capcom has provided an update regarding this whole data breach. It's pretty much confirmed. All this is real. Basically, the great Ace Attorney, aka Dai Gyakuten Saiban, or DGS, is getting localized for a release on the Switch and PlayStation 4. This is big because I never thought Capcom would actually do this. This, along with Dai Gyakuten Saiban 2, were 2 Ace Attorney games that never saw a release overseas. One of the biggest reasons was due to the issues in regards to the estate of Arthur Conan Doyle, the author behind Sherlock Holmes. That and Capcom back then were pretty much utter dickheads. Like I said, this all happened in the 2010s because back in the 2010s, Capcom had their dork age, and both games came out during that time, around 2015 and I think 2017. I could be wrong, like I said. We never got these games, and anyone who tried to cover it back then would get copyright struck by them. Even like a translation a bit where they use like captions for everything, it got taken down by Capcom Japan. It was like a horrid time. There was even threats of legal action in relation to a fan translation for the great Ace Attorney. I believe it was known as Scarlet Study. Eventually, Capcom Japan gave up on it, and thank God for it because all that would have made it worse. It also didn't help that those 2 games were actually the lowest selling 3DS games ever, with the sequel selling the worst. I'm serious. When those games did sell really bad on a handheld, no less, yeah, that could pretty much tell you that Capcom screwed up. But the fact that Capcom is localizing these 2 games can mean one of 2 things. 1, it's about time. It's about time indeed. And 2, my work as the Ace Attorney YouTuber is far from done. I actually stopped after Apollo Justice on the 3DS, as well as the Ace Attorney Trilogy on the Switch, which you guys can all see, by the way, on my channel. There is also photographic evidence that there will not only be a collection, but also screenshots of it in English, with Sherlock being referred to as Herlock Sholmes. Obvious is obvious. I'm not kidding. There's going to be a collection that will comprise of the original Ace Attorney Trilogy, as well as the Dai Gyakuten Saiban duology, but only in Japan. We're probably going to be getting it digitally. Me, I'm just going to get a physical copy of DGS because I already have the Ace Attorney Trilogy on Switch. I already have it still in a physical cartridge. I'm not kidding. I still have it, and it's just insane. The fact that they're doing this really, really shows. I mean, I got no words other than excitement. Yep, I still have it. Now we can finally play it in English. I'm not kidding. All of this is real, and it gets even better. Why is that? Because in addition, they've also confirmed that Ace Attorney 7 is happening. All of this is real. I know very little about AA7, but all I can say is that I am excited. I am excited for Ace Attorney 7, and I am also excited to hopefully finally play Dai Gyakuten Saiban in English. Legally, no less. I'm not kidding. Once those things come out, I will be doing a playthrough of them. But my bigger question is, should I do it with commentary or should I not? But I'll let you all figure that out. The only thing I hope for is that Capcom considers doing a second trilogy with Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies, and Spirit of Justice. I would buy that in a heartbeat day one. I really am not kidding with that. I would actually do it day one. However, regarding Ace Attorney 7, I'm a bit also concerned. Because the fact that Shu Takumi, the creator of the franchise, is no longer with Capcom is a bit worrying. How will they do this? I don't know. But all we can do is wait and see. All the information regarding all this Ace Attorney leakage stuff will be in the description below. I'm not posting any screenshots on this video whatsoever because I don't want to anger Capcom Japan and have them take it all back because of all this data breach. But I gotta ask you, what do you guys think of all this? Let me know in the comments below. This is truly too good to be true, I swear. Thank you all very much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. Yes, I always say it every single time. All this means a lot to me. It's going to be really exciting because 2021 is fitting because it would also mark the 20th anniversary of the original Gyakuten Saiban, released in 2001 for the Game Boy Advance in Japan. How fitting. So yeah, that's it. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. Yeti!